happened on February 29th. We got a lot of games. Let's talk about them. The first game is the Charlotte Hornets lost to Bucks at home. There is still no LaMelo Ball. Is he gonna play again? He's healthy. He's ready to go probably, but he missed a bunch of games. How many games did LaMelo play this year? Maybe he really wasn't. He's not being talked about enough, to be honest. Like, he played on a per game basis. He's 25th ranked player, which is okay for the whole season. But he played 20. He played 22 games. Is that the least? Obviously, the game. Yeah, that's the least number of games played actually. For the guys who are getting drafted in the first round, other than Ja Morant, right? Well, Ja Morant is not first round. What am I saying? Yeah, people didn't really talk because he didn't have a big injury, but he just played 2 games and then out. Played 2 games and out. Very frustrating, obviously. We talk about the Bucks. Damian Lillard had an okay game, 17 points, 2 steals. Damian Lillard is also not so great for the whole season, actually. In the last month, Lillard is Damian. Yeah, he's 48th ranked player. It's okay, averaging just 21 points, actually. Giannis, 24 points, 10 rebounds. Easy game for them. Malik Beasley hit 5 threes, a 3-point shooter. Brook Lopez blocked three shots. This is how Bucks supposed to play. Versus a bad team, just blow them out. Don't even play the fourth quarter. But that has been an issue for them this year. Is they're actually in a lot of close games. It's just that they end up winning. They're 8 games behind Celtics. They're not gonna catch them. They're gonna be second and third, which could be a little bit concerning. They still want to fight for the second seed actually, so they're gonna play their guys. For the Charlotte Hornets, Brandon Miller, 21 points. He's a must roster. Miles Bridges played okay, and I think as long as LaMelo Ball is out, Trey Mann is a must roster. Same thing with Cody Martin. He's been getting a lot of minutes too. So these 2 guys, you gotta roster them with LaMelo Ball out. And Nick Richards played an okay game, 8 points, but nothing else. He's also a must roster. Moving on to the next one, the Utah Jazz lost to the Magic. They're basically out of the play-ins, I think. After the trade, it looks like they just, they want to develop young players. That's why they start Taylor Hendricks and Keontae George. And Walker Kessler, they still make him come off the bench. He was out here. Colin Sexton played okay. He's a must roster, steal. And I would still roster Jordan Clarkson, although for the entire month, he's been really bad. Also, maybe a little bit disengaged because Clarkson, is he even ranked? Yeah, he's not even ranked the last month. Horrible. Chris Dunn could be a streamer for steals and assists. And Lauri Markkanen also has not been good the last couple weeks. Taylor Hendricks and Keontae George, you could have them both. Like Keontae George better. He had 9 assists here. Yeah, assists is huge. And if he can get some defensive stat, that'll be great. And Taylor Hendricks, he can do a bit everything, but not really great at particular thing in fantasy. For the Magic, great win. Jalen Suggs continues to be solid. 28, 29 minutes a night, but he brings the defensive stat, hit 4 threes. He fouled out pretty good, 50 points. But there'll be games he play 15 minutes because there's so many guards. Markelle Fultz played just 18. Sometimes he played 24. Cole Anthony played 24. You also have Garrett Harris. So there's just a lot of guards in Orlando, and Jalen Suggs is never going to get 35 minutes consistently with all these guys healthy. But 29 minutes of him seems to be enough. But if he doesn't bring the defensive stats, then he doesn't have too much value. Wendell Carter Jr., he starts, he gets 22. He's not that exciting. Ben Carroll played well, 29 points with good field goal, but free throw again sucked. Franz Wagner brought the defensive stats amazing, 14 points and 6 assists, and a great win for the Magic. The next one is surprising. The Atlanta Hawks are blown out by the Nets, 97-124. Nets hit a lot of threes here. Jalen Johnson, minus 38, horrible, but he still had 2 blocks, which is okay. Devontae Murray had 28 points. Bogdanovich had just 11. Yeah, the Hawks offensively, it was just a bad night for them. Capella blocked a lot of shots, but he just gets 20 minutes now. It's not even about Okongwu playing or not. They give Fernando 18 minutes, Capella 21. But he's like really good, still getting a lot of rebounds. But as you go deep in the playoffs, you go into a matchup, you know you're going to lose rebounds or you know you're going to win rebounds, get rid of him, right? He doesn't really block that many shots either. His field goal is great, but, you know, somebody ready to drop in the playoffs, in certain matchups, in category leagues. Sadiq Bey, pretty bad, but like he can be a streamer at least. For the Brooklyn Nets, Ben Simmons is just out so much. So the shooter came in, played you know, even with Ben Simmons out, he gets 27 minutes because you have Dennis Smith Jr. play 20. So I don't think shooter is a must roster. Could be streamed if the schedule is great. Mikal Bridges had a steal and a block, 15 points. Underwhelming, but okay. Cameron Johnson had his best game in like 3 months. 29 points and 7 threes. Can we trust it? I don't think we can. Claxton just blocked, did nothing else, and Dorian Finney-Smith. But yeah, this Nets team, they don't have that many great fantasy players, to be honest. And Cam Thomas was also out this year. Cam Thomas is a must roster, actually. Claxton, Cam Thomas, these guys are must roster. The next one, the Knicks lost to the Warriors. The Warriors just, they're on the run right now. Them and Lakers, both 2-0 teams. I mean, they can maybe make a push to the 7th or the 8th seed maybe, so they only need to win 1 game. What am I saying? They're like still 2 games out of 6, 7, 2.5 games, so they can make a push. But the Mavericks and Kings, they're gonna keep winning games. The Mavericks actually, they're 8-2. The Warriors are 8-2. They're getting hot a little bit. And well, Clay is gonna keep coming off the bench. 16 points and 4-3. He was a minus 13. Not ideal. You know, he just comes off the bench with CP3 now. CP3 could be rostered. 6 assists and 3 steals and 2 threes. That's not bad. You know, this line is not bad at all. And Podziemski, I think with everybody back, he still got 32 minutes. But is he a must roster? Probably not. You know, you could stream him. Draymond Green with CP3 back, his minutes is also going to be a little bit lower. Which is fine. He remains to be a must roster because he get a lot of blocks now at the center position. You know, he can average 1 block a game, which is great. 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Can't complain about this line. Moses Moody actually got the start with Wiggins out. Okay, and Kuminga is a must roster. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He's going to be up and down, but he's getting great minutes, and he scores at a pretty good clip. For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 threes. He's doing it all by himself. And Isaiah Hartenstein plays just 20 minutes again. It's a little bit disappointing, but we cannot drop this guy because next game he could just go off playing 35. The minutes is, to be honest, a little bit weird. They would rather give Jericho Sims 22 minutes. I don't know if Isaiah Hartenstein, they realize they can't play him that much, otherwise he gets hurt. I'm not sure. But Josh Hart, they gave him 47 minutes. What? 18 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 shoots. I guess the Warriors, you can't play Hartenstein too much because, you know, they go small and they kind of kill him out there. Dante DiVincenzo struggled offensively, but had 16 points, is still on the block, and Precious Achiuwa gets 26 minutes with 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. You know, Precious Achiuwa, Josh Hart, these guys are must rosters. Dante DiVincenzo. Before OG Anunoby comes back, they have a lot of injuries right now. Julius Randle should be back some point in March as well. But for now, you know, you got to roster these guys. They're getting huge minutes. The next game is the Washington Wizards. Not Washington Wizards. The Oklahoma City Thunder lost to the San Antonio Spurs, 118-132. Great win for the Spurs, by the way. Shea did his thing, 31 points, 6 for 7 on the free throw line, still on the block. Yep. Super efficient. Josh Giddey is droppable at this point. 18 minutes. You know, if they have a back-to-back, sure, I would roster him, but this line is no good. It is no good at all. And it is crazy. Like, coming into the season, he's drafted in the 5th and 6th round. Like, Josh Giddey and Jalen Williams, there's no, you know, coming into the season, it's like, who's going to be better? I think now the answer is very, very clear. And it's not even close. Jalen Williams Played 33 minutes, 26 points. Josh Giddey is just not good, especially his shooting. He's got to get better with his shooting this summer. Chet Holmgren had a block versus Wemby. He lost this one again, 23 points. But, overall the stat is still good. 23 points, 6 for 6. Von der Leyen and a block. Lou Dort at 8 points and nothing else. For the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, yeah. I mean, this is normal for him, 20 for anybody else is like, wow, how lucky I got today. He had 2 steals and 5 blocks. What a great game. For him, it's just another day. 13 rebounds, 7 assists. The stocks is just insane. 5 threes. And for surprisingly, he's pretty much healthy all season. Devin Vassell had 3 threes. Also put up a great line. Same as Trey Jones. These guys are must rosters. And Jeremy Sohan is up and down. I don't think he's a must roster, but again, if you're punting free throws, I think he's okay. He might surprise you every once in a while. And his minutes is good on this team. And Keldon Johnson, the minutes is great, but super up and down, and sometimes he doesn't get the 30 minutes. The next one is the Rockets just keep losing. In their last 10, they're 2-8 in the last 10 games. They're out of the playoff. I mean, at some point, beginning of the season, they were in the playoff. They were like 7th seed or whatever. They've fallen off completely. And this game, they gave all the keys to Jalen Green, and he goes 10 for 28. 34 points is great, though. So if you want to have Jalen Green, this is why. You have Jalen Green on your roster. He goes off every once in a while. And also 7 threes is huge, 3 steals. But he can replicate it consistently. But if you want that, you're looking for that, yeah, pick him up. And, every 5 games, you're going to get a game like this. If you need scoring and you need threes, I don't mind having him. But just so his efficiency could be really bad. Fred VanVleet had an okay game, had a block and 5 assists. His assist numbers have dipped since coming back. Just something I noticed. Jabari Smith continued to grab crazy amount of rebounds. Şengün fouled out in 23 minutes, and Amen Thompson. This is disappointing. Now he only gets 10 minutes now. This is disappointing. This game Ken Whitmore had 27 minutes. He got most of the some of the backup minutes, but Amen Thompson, if Fred VanVleet is ever hurt, I think toward the end of the season there will be an opportunity there where Fred VanVleet is going to be out, and they're playing some of the young guys. That's when you go Amen Thompson. For Phoenix Suns, Yusuf Nurkic, 7 turnovers and 6 personal fouls. He's still a +6 in his 27 minutes. Played all right. 1 steal and 3 blocks is actually great, but 8 for 16 really hurts you. Devin Booker played all right. KD hasn't. His numbers is, every time I look at his numbers, it's just not very good. His efficiency has tanked in a major way. He's just a 20th ranked player in the last month. Still averaging 26 points and shooting 51%. So for the whole month, he's still okay, and 80% from the free throw line. But on a per game basis, KD should be top 10 easily, always. Royce O'Neal, okay, now we could stream him with Bradley Beal out. We don't know when Bradley Beal is going to be out, but this is a great game again with 3 threes, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. This is why the Nets have a lot of these guys, and Phoenix can really use a lot of those guys. The next one, the Miami Heat and Denver Nuggets is always hard fought. 97-103. Rematch of the finals. I don't know if they played already this year with each other, because they play twice each year. And Terry Rozier, come back, 19 points. It's okay. I think he's a must roster, but he's just not the Charlotte Hornet Terry Rozier. Duncan Robinson hit 2 threes. I think when Tyler Hero is out, if you want threes, he's a great option, right? And they even play Jovic because who is out? I'm trying to think. A couple guys were out. Tyler Hero was out. Tyler Hero is another guy that we didn't talk about him too much. He started off the season really good, but now he just misses all the games. Tyler Hero, 126 ranked player, in the last month, played just 8 games. And how about the steals? He got 0 steals in those 8 games and 1 block. This is the old Tyler Hero. Beginning of the season, he was averaging 1.4 steals a game. Now he goes back to 0. Ben Adebayo, also just a mediocre game. And Jimmy Butler, same thing. When you play versus Denver, it's tough. Jokic, 18 points, 11. Okay, Jokic also did not have the greatest game, and Jamal Murray was out after playing just 14 minutes. What happened to Jamal Murray? Is he hurt again? Yeah, he's hurt again. He's got ankle injury again. My God. Yeah, Murray's got to stay healthy for the playoffs because they're gonna go deep. So maybe just don't go too hard in the regular season. KCP had 4 threes, still on the block, pretty good. This is why you always have him. And Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. both bought the defensive. It's Michael Porter, big game from him. 30 points, 4 threes. You don't see him getting 2 steals and 2 blocks very often, right? Maybe you gotta go back to 2 seasons ago where he had combined 4 stocks. I don't know. 11 rebounds, great game for Michael Porter Jr. Reggie Jackson also. Jamal Murray is out. Reggie Jackson could be streamed, could be an option for streaming, short term. Moving on to the last game of the night, we have the Lakers and Wizards going to overtime. And how about Jordan Poole? Came off the bench, played 38 minutes. This is why, just like why you have Jalen Green on your roster every once in a while. Although I would say, ever since he started coming off the bench, Jordan Poole has played better. He has played better. 34 points, 5 threes. If he's out there on the waiver wire still, you have to roster him and just see how things go. He could go back to shit, but the upside is clearly there. Kyle Kuzma hit 4 threes, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, steal and 3 blocks. Also a great game for him. Marvin Bagley is absolutely must roster, 23 points with 2 blocks, and crazy good field goal, 11 for 14. Danny Advia had 15 rebounds. The Wizards guys, they put up a great line. A lot of these guys, but of course they lose in the end, like they always do. AD and LeBron, they both ate really good. 40 points for AD, which is not surprising when you play versus Wizards. Same thing with LeBron, 31 points. Back-to-back games now, LeBron put up huge numbers. Great. But I think the Lakers going to be in a situation, even though they're fighting for play-ins, they're going to be in a situation where they're locked into 9th or 10th seed. So maybe they rest LeBron a little bit. I don't know. Home court still matters. It looks like they're going to play Warriors in the first playing game. We'll see what happens with them. But the Lakers, if it's one game and they need to win, they do well. If it's a 7-game series, maybe it's different. Because LeBron, they need enough rest. D'Lo also played well. 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists with a steal and a block. So is Austin Reeves. Brought all the defensive stats in. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.